Joseph Decosimo, and I'm dressed as a character from some sort of, I guess this would be like a Nordic-themed Wes Anderson film, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, here's a little tutorial on Mississippi Sawyer, pretty much trying to get it to sound like Wade Ward, who is one of my favorite clawhammer banjo players, and probably finger-picking banjo players for that matter. He was a great finger-picker too, but his clawhammer's really cool and kind of angular, and it's just like, it's punchy. It's really punchy, and so one of the things that I like about it is that like the punch and the way that certain things get compressed, and then it's like little pull-offs and things shoot out of the music. A lot of what's going on to make it actually sound like him comes from some right-hand technique, I think, with like incorporating a good kind of really controlled brush into your playing, which a lot of people don't really brush, but it's pretty handy for this tune if you want to sound at all like him. Anyway, I'm not going to go into the details of that. You can hit me up for a lesson or something if you want to talk about that stuff or develop that or go back and recover it from your playing history. So let me play you the tune here, and I'll say a word about it before. So I'll play through it like 2 times kind of slowly, and then we'll break down the A and the B part. But the main thing that's kind of, if there is something funny about it, it is that the A part has the first part of the A is 8 beats, and the second part of the A is 7 beats. So it's lopped off. I didn't actually know this until I just counted it before I made this video. I don't tend to be a big counter. Probably would serve me well too, but I tend to just kind of learn things and go for it. So anyway, you're going to be a beat short if that's kind of like something that you keep track of on the second half of the first part, or A part. So here the tune is slowly. Yeah, and one other thing that is we're going to be using this shape here. It's kind of like it's just another way of voicing a C chord. We're in double C right now, so gCGCD. That's one way of making a C chord, but we can also make it right here like that. It looks like a D7 on the guitar. But I'm not actually going to use, I'm just going to use the bottom 2 fingers, kind of make a chord chunk. So there's kind of a stab at it. If you go and listen to recording of Wade Ward playing it, you're going to hear a bunch of different variations. So this is just going to be kind of one particular pass, or my idea of what it might be. It's probably not right, but I think it might be close. So let's start with that A part that's got a little missing note on the second half of it. So we're using that shape. We're going to kind of move this shape around. And a lot of times, like, you don't even have to make it if you don't want to, but I think it is helpful, and you can do little pull-offs with your ring finger here on the first string if you want, but so you got 3 bum ditties on that, and then you drop thumb figure. Right, you're gonna 7th to 5th. So, and then we're gonna move down to that whole thing to the 2nd and 3rd frets. So that's the very start of the tune right there. 2, 3, drop thumb. 1, 2, 3, drop thumb. So we'll look at that little figure here. Right here we have a little. It's a nice little, a nice little bit of intricacy here. So that's a little drop thumb. And then I'm gonna hammer on. So it's gonna go index, thumb, index. Hammer on. Then a little alternate string pull off. So I'm striking the 2nd string with my index, pulling off 1st string. Then I'm plopping it back down for my brush to finish the bum ditty. This note, and then drop thumb. It's a little descending drop thumb, right? So I'm going index, thumb, 1st index on 1st string, 2nd index on the 3rd string, and it can be right there on the 4th fret of the G. Drop thumb. That I actually will like make that that 2nd index strike. I'll make it a slide on from like the 3rd to 4th here. So here's how this whole part sounds. Just I'll play through it twice slowly. Okay, I think that was right. Hopefully it was. Again, the brush is pretty key to like make it have this forward rhythm, and you know, I don't know. There's certainly a lot of great players in like Southwest Virginia who, and in Northwestern North Carolina, who still use that very effective tool. So it's something that is done, but in the kind of probably the internet world of old time music or whatever of clawhammer banjo, it probably doesn't get done as much. It's a very useful tool though. Okay, so then second half. This has got some Galax licks, is what people call that, that kind of lick. Again, I'm not going to explain it here. You can holler if you would like to go into depth on that, but we'll just keep it kind of, try not to get too bogged down here. So let me play through that B part for you. So again, there's a couple different ways that I hear this getting executed on these recordings that I've heard of him playing this, but I'll just give you one path through, and you can go and find those recordings and sort out the rest. So again, pull-offs and hammer-ons are like interchangeable, and in this case I can just kind of, I can do a hammer-on onto the first string here, or I could do a pull-off on the first string and then hammer back on for my brush, and so like I'll strike the second string and do this immediate little pull-off. Either way, there's any number of ways that you can create the texture around that, or you can just go. All of these are options for the very first opening part, but let's just do like a hammer-on. So that's gonna be, then we're gonna pull off, and then we're gonna come back with the Galax lick. So bum ditty, pull off, Galax lick. And we're gonna, so third to second pull off, index strike, and drop thumb. It's drop thumb followed by a index bum ditty. So that's two sequences of that: drop thumb, index, drop thumb, and then a bum ditty. So that first phrase of the B, again, it's right here. Something like that. There's different ways we could do it. We could do it like this. I kind of like hitting this first fret sometimes. It would be like. Alright, so there's the first half of the B. Second half of the B is. Index, thumb, thumb. That's one way to do it. So there's your B part. Let me play that whole thing together. That's the general kind of idea for the tune. I'm sure I'm missing things or not doing things correctly, but I think it's kind of gets you moving in the right direction. So here's the whole tune. I'll just play it slowly, a couple times through. Try to kind of keep like the rhythm intact in spite of it being slow. So there you have it. Hopefully that was useful. If it was, feel free to do this stupid thing that people ask you to do on YouTube, internet content stuff, which is, I guess, subscribe. Or you can pick up a copy of my banjo album. That would help me out, help feed me so I can make more of these things. Or sign up for my forthcoming monthly banjo workshop that'll stream online and be reasonably priced and fun and informative. Anyway, adios.